Welcome to Gabe's Games. Thank you so much for coming to see me play some more of the Mass Effect Legendary Edition today. Please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it if you can. And I'm going to keep on getting through more of Mass Effect 2. Thanks for watching. In this video, I'm going to do Jacob's Loyalty mission. And this mission is super interesting to me. It's really interesting to go and explore the ruins of a crashed ship and see what's happened to the crew. So I actually really enjoy this mission, and I think it's just super interesting. Let's go and talk to Jacob.
I hope we can clear up what's going on with the Gernsback, Commander. Doubt my father's alive after all this time. Was there anything else? Just eager to get going.
That's all.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Let's go and see what's happened to the Gernsback.
Grunt seems very agitated. You may want to check in on him.
Yes, Kelly, I know. Everybody wants my attention. Alright, I'm gonna scan a planet. Hold up, that's a lot of element 0.
Launching probe. I have found something.
Alright, let's land. I'm gonna get Jacob and Grunt, because Grunt is a tank. I'm not upgrading anything there, but Jacob can upgrade his Cerberus operative ability evolution. So I'm going to increase his overall health. And he's also going to get his incendiary ammo increased and his pull ability increased. Let's go! Oh, this looks really pretty. Wow!
I have run a scan of the ship. I detect no life signs, but there may be useful technology or information still inside.
Interesting. I wonder how much effort the team at BioWare actually put into touching up the loyalty missions.
There it is, and mostly intact.
Wow!
Impact, but it's been years.
Because this looks better than it did
Looks like it was
in the
straight
original
after
Mass
the
Effect
crash.
2 game.
They'd have tried to get a beacon up as soon as possible.
That they did. I'm gonna salvage some stuff.
Along with this anymore. We've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them. Distract them for 2 seconds and they forget what you did before the bruises show. It's got to stop. I'm talking to the others as soon as...
I wonder how that conversation went. Straight up, this feels like something out of 2013 Tomb Raider, which is one of my favorite games.
She threatened to report if I didn't stop sending messages. But now she's so innocent. They all are. That look she gives when she smiles. It's sure easier now. What's the harm? We're stuck here.
Ooh, something fishy is going on here.
What was her name? Sarah? Suzanne? My God, I can't remember. I can't remember her face. We need to get out so I can remember, can think straight. They have to hurry.
Yeah. That's messed up. I reckon there was a firefight of some description here. Okay, cool. I'm looking for orange text on the left. Orange text in the middle. White text at the top.
Expect the luxury of due process, but this isn't a military ship. Just bumping the command line up a notch doesn't work. Captain Fairchild knew this crew. His replacement doesn't command the same level of respect. I'm hoping the man has made him.
Oh, this sounds like something went wrong. Something went badly wrong. Let's go and figure out what.
Repeat, toxology alert. Danger of rapid neural decay. Local flora chemically incompatible with human physiology. Override.
From the look of it, this beacon's been here a while. Why would they wait years to signal?
Pause in beacon protocol. 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours. Pause is recorded as record deleted by acting captain Ronald.
Ah.
My father was first officer.
Right. So your dad's been up to some mischief, Jacob. Tell me about the emergency command protocols.
Who is in command of this ship? Where are the survivors?
Captain Harris Fairchild reported killed following unscheduled suborbital descent. First Officer Ronald Taylor promoted in-field to acting captain.
But where is he now?
The location of the remaining crew of the Hugo Gernsback is unknown. This beacon has been unattended for several maintenance cycles.
Wow! Tell me about the unsafe deceleration.
I assume unsafe deceleration refers to the crash. Give me the details.
Following an unspecified impact and sublight drive failure, the Hugo Gernsback made an unscheduled descent at 465% of theoretical recommended suborbital velocity. The Hugo Gernsback then decelerated at 782% of theoretical recommended approach velocity, sustaining significant damage to investment and crew.
Theoretical recommendations?
Why are you comparing the crash to theoretical speeds?
The Hugo Gernsback was constructed off-world. It is not rated for suborbital descent, and doing so exceeded operational parameters.
Ah, okay. So, what is the beacon activation protocol?
Why wasn't the beacon activated before now?
This emergency beacon became functional after 358 days, 12 hours, following the unscheduled suborbital descent of the Hugo Gernsback. Activation was triggered remotely after 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours, on the authority of Acting Captain Ronald Taylor. Pause in beacon protocol is recorded as record deleted.
Wow. So it was only just activated, and it should have been activated a long time ago. Tell me about the local food and neural decay.
Local food impairs brain functions? What are the effects?
Impairment of mental function due to chemical imbalance begins within 7 days of ingesting local flora, regardless of decontamination or preparation. Impact on higher cognitive abilities and long-term memory is cumulative, but significant within a standard month. It is not known if neural decay is permanent. Data collection was not completed.
Alright, let's go.
Come on, let's get going.
My father had a working beacon, but didn't signal for almost 9 years. Maybe that neural decay affected him.
That long? He's got it.
You kidding yourself, Jacob? Your father is the culprit. And this looks much better. Yeah, I really like the new grass graphics here. Everything looks a little better.
You came from the sky? The leader said someone would come. He delayed for so long, but he still has power. Some have lost faith. The hunters. They will have seen your star. They will not let you help him.
I don't think that's going to work at all. So I'm just going to say, calm down.
What are you talking about? You're not making sense.
I don't remember how to say it. He's our leader and we serve so we can go home. But some want to fight him. They were cast out. He exiled them. So they hunt his machines and those who help him. They don't believe that.
Duck!
Hunters, they won't stop until the leader is dead.
Kill them! Agents of the liar! He will not escape!
You're up!
Oh, that missed. Alright. I'm gonna charge into him. Good! Right. Whoa! Thank goodness for a charge!
Were not decaying. They were feral.
My father wouldn't let this go on. Something is very wrong.
Something is.
You killed them, but there are more every day. They want to fight, but I just want to go home.
She's lost it. We need to find someone who can make sense of this.
Yeah, fair enough. This looks much better than it used to. I am quite impressed. This looks much better.
Strip for parts. Tech's wearing out. Those hunters must be laying on the pressure. Is that a settlement? They'd better be friendlier than the beach group. I need answers.
Let's just see if there's anything I can salvage. Nah, all good. Let's keep on going.
Dim, but from the same clan that attacked us.
Except they're all female.
There aren't any men here. Maybe it affects genders differently? Makes males get violent.
If the males were exiled, they die or get stronger. How else should it be?
It doesn't matter right now. One of these people must know what my father has to do with this.
You have his face. He promised to call the sky, but he sends nothing.
He forced us to eat, to decay. You are cursed with his face.
That's one of my favorite lines in this game. So I'm gonna say, something you said, Jacob?
You certainly seem to have a way with words.
You heard her. I have his face. My father forced the crew to eat toxic food. What the hell?
Correct.
Look at these spoiled food stores. They've been eating only that toxic local food for who knows how long. Like that wasn't obvious enough.
He has a cruel face. His cruel face.
Go away. You are like him. You will keep us here.
I can't talk to you. I don't want punishing.
Wow. That's messed up.
He keeps us, protects us, and we please him like he demands.
Far out. That's a bit
What the hell?
wrong.
Somebody had to push them to make that. That's borderline worship.
That is worship. Far out.
The hunters will kill you. They fight because he exiled them and waited too long.
He is bad. He has a bad face like
He's
the
a
others.
bad
Like
face.
him. You'll hurt me.
Bad, bad face, Jacob. Bad face. Something you said, Jacob.
But you fight his machines.
Yep.
You might stop this. This, I forget how to read, but this was the start. What he promised, and what they did to us. We need the sky. Take us back to the sky.
What is it?
Jacob, what does it say?
It's a crew logbook. Some of them thought the beacon repair was taking too long. They were afraid they'd run out of supplies and lose their minds to the decay. My father restricted the ship food for himself and the other officers so they wouldn't be affected. Everybody else had to eat the toxic food and hope for treatment later. The rest is a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned the mechs on them.
Far out. Not even defendable. I'm gonna say, that doesn't explain 10 years.
The beacon was fixed after a year, so the plan must have worked. Why no signal?
Those weren't the last entries on the casualty list. More incidents, harsh punishments. It's like they're cattle or toys. In a year, all the male crew members are flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women, assigned them to officers like pets.
That's messed
and
up.
after the beacon is fixed, the officers appear in the casualties too. After. My father took control and didn't stop it.
Treating neural decay.
Anything in there about whether the effects of the toxic food can be treated?
Nothing. But it seems like the right call. If everyone gets it, who's left to fix the beacon? You'd never get out. But they did fix it. And the signal wasn't sent until now. I'm starting to see why.
Because it was a power play. Separating the women.
Does it say why he separated the men and women? Or is it as bad as it seems?
No, it turns to gibberish. Maybe the men got violent early on, but from the state of this place, I'd say the Hunter thing is recent. What he allowed here, Shepard? I don't see any justification.
Yeah. Tell me about the other officers.
We haven't seen any other officers. He killed them?
There were 5 after the crash. Medical, engineering, bridge staff. Should have had no problem fixing the beacon and keeping people safe. All killed within the same week. About a month after the beacon was repaired.
So why did he send the signal now?
So why call for help now?
The surviving males are changing. Everything he did is coming back to bite him in the ass. 9 years. Why didn't he set it right? I need to find this man.
That's messed up. Alright, I'm gonna do this bypass. Three, 2, let's go!
This is Captain Ronald Taylor. Thank God you're here. My crew went insane. I only just got free.
The old
Bollocks.
closed. A warning. The new ones were left where they fell.
The hunters started fighting back.
Hostile!
My shields are down.
Keep attacking.
He had plenty of choices. A little late to blame his victims.
Yeah, exactly. I like how good a person Jacob is. I always feel like he's gonna make the right decision. He has a good conscience.
Come on over!
What's this?
Cool, I got some heavy pistol damage.
Impact shot!
Picking up some more ammo. Boom! Heavy charge. Bam. Pull. Heavy charge. Whoa, heavy charge, heavy charge, heavy charge. Concuss around. Nice try.
He had his fun, and now he wants out. Son of a bitch.
It took years to train my guards. I'm afraid you'll have to fight them to rescue me.
Throwing people away. This thing is not my fault. I'm the party drone! Mean mother, huh?
I have no pity for Jacob's father here. Absolutely none. I'm gonna sit over here for a minute, let him get a little bit closer, and I am going to use the collective particle beam. Straight up. And then I'm gonna sit down again. I'm going to charge. Woo! Although that was already defeated before I used charge. Alright. Swapping up to the death shotgun.
Nice trip.
If I do this right, I shouldn't even need to revive Grunt. He'll just come back alive after I've killed everybody.
Enough with the toys.
Done.
I need to look my father in the eye and hear him justify this.
No, he's not going to be able to justify it properly. You know he did the wrong thing, Jacob. You know he did it. So let's just go and hold him accountable for doing the wrong thing. Just checking for anything else I can pick up. Now, looks like I got all the supplies that I could. Let's go. You, sir.
You're here. I knew a real squad would blow through just fine. Sorry if the mech scuffed your pads.
And no.
I'll get you something nice when we get back to Alliance space. I've gotta have some back pay coming.
Wow.
Acting, Captain.
Total loss. The toxic food turned them wild. They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior. Waiting for a chance to signal has been hell.
10 years?
That's the best you can do.
You let all your people talk back like that? Who are you exactly?
I feel like that's giving this guy too much power. But I do want to say that's Jacob. But before I do that, I'm just going to actually get him to explain himself more.
Doesn't matter. You're running a very questionable setup here, Captain. Explain.
Of course. It was chaos after the crash, and the crew never really accepted me as captain. They rebelled and trapped us here. Once they started eating the toxic food, I couldn't control them. And I couldn't get to the beacon.
Just stop. We know what you did to your crew. Why let this go 10 years?
Who the hell are you?
Ready?
Lieutenant Jacob Taylor.
Jacob. My Jacob?
I'm so glad I let Jacob say it. Now I'm gonna say, surprised?
Not who you expected, Captain.
I was hoping not to have to explain this to him. Or anyone, really. You have to understand, this isn't me. The realities of command, they change you. I wasn't ready for that. I'm sure you were taught right. Before I left, I'd hoped to leave it at that.
A decade, Taylor. Why?
I'm not unreasonable, Captain, but 10 years? What happened?
God damn it! Why did you do this to your crew?
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line to keep order. And things settled down. As the decay set in, we made sure the crew were comfortable. Some even seemed happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? We were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was easy, at first. Months in, the effect lowered inhibitions. They got territorial. Rank, protocol, they couldn't understand. We had to establish dominance. After a while, the perks seemed normal.
That's it? You created a harem and played king? 10 years in a juvenile fantasy?
I can't point to where it all went wrong. But when the beacon was ready, revealing what happened didn't seem like a good idea.
Of course it didn't, because what you were doing was wrong. Tell me about the Hunters.
What triggered the males to change and threaten you?
This planet has some strange cycles to it. I've seen some plants around I never saw before. Odd weather. Maybe some just adapted a little too well.
And if you treat them like animals, big shock. They become animals.
Yep. Tell me about the other officers.
What happened to the other officers?
Anders found his conscience a little late to step back. He had an accident. Things got tense. End of the day, I was the one with the mechs. I got a little basic in setting examples. But I was kind to my people once things settled down. Seemed like I'd earned some peace.
You fought over people like they were toys. Things.
Unacceptable. Time and food reserves.
The stores from the ship couldn't last forever. You had to know this would end one day.
Dining for one can really stretch things out. Besides, I can think of a lot worse retirement plans than stripping down and joining the droolers.
That's
That was before the
ridiculous.
hunters, of course. Dumb or not, I'd feel it if they got their hands on me now. They want blood. I'd prefer to keep it.
It's all about you. Everything.
This is messed up. Your son and time apart.
You didn't feel any responsibility to get out of here for the sake of family?
I gave him a good start. He was a smart kid and was better off not following me. We figured that out a long time before I took jobs in deep space. And after things escalated here, it seemed best to just disappear off the galactic map.
Till you needed someone to save your ass.
Yeah. I'm gonna say... I want him to answer for this, but also I want to undo the damage. But obviously we're going to undo the damage. I'm just gonna say, you'll answer for this.
There's no way I'm letting this slide, Taylor. A price will be paid.
How much? What kind of math can balance these lives? His life isn't worth pulling the damn trigger. I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
I feel like that's a bad choice. I'm gonna say he can't escape the law now.
We'll secure him for an alliance court. For every year here, he'll have 10 to think about it.
Give him all the time in the galaxy. The man who did this doesn't know right from wrong.
I'm sorry, Jacob. I did the best I could.
I'm 10 years past believing that.
Yeah. Alright, so Jacob is now loyal. And that's going to help me out big time when I come to the suicide mission.
Alliance ships are inbound to secure Captain Taylor and his crew, Commander. We'll be long gone by the time they get here.
Oh, great. Good job.
Don't even give them the tail lights.
Roger that.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
Jacob, If I had leaked the information about the Gernsback, I would be smiling at your resolution of the situation. I am not smiling.
But you don't smile. So, there. But you knew about it.
Nothing goes through this ship, my ship, without a report to you.
I had no more reason to believe Jacob's father was alive than he did, but I'm happy to know the situation is behind you.
Fine, you didn't forward it, so who did?
I did.
To help or mess with him?
Was this supposed to be a favor, or did you just want to see him squirm?
What he did with it was his own business. There was a time when it mattered to you. Sending this along seemed like keeping an old promise. I keep my promises.
Miranda, we'll discuss your liberal interpretation of security protocol in private. Shepard, Jacob.
Aww. I think they dated for a little bit. I feel like "you were right" is the response that I want to give.
You good with this, Jacob?
It's all bull, Shepard. Captain Taylor can rot in prison. Doesn't change who I am or what I know. I've already mourned the man he used to be. I guess he was a good enough father that even he can't screw up what he taught me.
Are you surprised about Miranda? Because it looked like she cared there.
You had no idea Miranda was behind this.
No, she's got a good memory. Selective, but good. I haven't thought about those days in a long time. Can't figure which promise she meant, though. Not sure I really want to know. She requires a better man than I.
I'm not sure what to make of that statement. I'm not sure what to make of that statement. Let's go.
Come on, we got work to do.
Aye, Commander. Shepard, thanks for the help.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Anytime, Jacob.
Alright! I think I'll finish this video here. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it if you can. I'm getting through this game one video at a time, and I've just finished Jacob's loyalty mission. Thanks for watching. See you next time in Games.